Welcome to the Doom Vlog episode 23. That's the Doom Vlog. We just call it the Doom Vlog. I don't know why I have to go Doom like that. It's BZ here in the Neon Doom Room for our weekly Saturday night in the Neon Doom Room doing doomy kind of stuff. Welcome, High Plains Drifters. Welcome, Raiders of Lost Arks, and also to Busters of Ghosts. Welcome to a land of physical media, pop culture, toys, you know, all the stuff we love, music even, but we don't talk a lot about music, but we will. Also, welcome to my ever faithful, I won't call him a hound, because he's not a hound, but I treat him like a hound. The old hound dog, electronic hound dog, Roddy. My faithful camera, Roddy. What can I say about Roddy? He's just always there for me. He's always there for me. Ever present, all knowing, all seeing, unjudgmental. That's the most important part. Unjudgmental. You can see me in my Darth Vader, Death Star, Dark Side of the Force, hoodie. It just hasn't warmed up in here enough. I've had the heater on for a bit. It's warmer now, but it's probably because of the hoodie. I've got a crackling fire going. Let's look at the crackling fire. Look, that's not what I'm watching right now. I've got The Mandalorian going. I haven't watched The Mandalorian for ages. In fact, I'm not going to be watching it right now. It's just in the background, along with the fire, for a bit of ambiance. So that I can feel like I'm having a crackling fire in front of me. Welcome to the Doom Vlog, guys. I have had one hell of a week. I got to tell you, I'm not going to go into details. I don't like going into my personal life, or I don't like talking about work at all, to be honest. It's not something I really feel like doing, especially on the weekend. But yeah, it's been one hell of a week, shaken off this week. So, yeah. And I had a bit of a snooze before I started tonight, so I'm sorry about the extra lateness. I was tempted to start at 12:30, but nah. Nope. No, starting at 12:30. I got up extra early this morning, surprisingly, because I've had a big week. I fell asleep early in bed with my phone in front of me, had a few snacks and fell asleep. Woke up with the lights on at about 5 in the morning, switched them off, went back to sleep, got up at 7. Could not get back to sleep. Not a morning person. I mean, I have to be. I'm a parent, but I'm not a morning person. It's not my kind of thing. But yeah, got up early and then thought, great, now I'm going to fall asleep tonight. While I'm trying to do everything in here, but that's okay. I've got energy drink. I've got we won't be doing beer tonight, by the way. I am just drinking a passion mother. Probably not very good for my age. How are you all? Is anyone even out there? Is anybody out there? As Pink Floyd would say. No one's live. That's okay though. I am pushing it. Don't really mind, because you know, if you're on live, if you're here watching, ready to go for the live, I respect you. I appreciate you. I know how people do it. Is it? I don't know how it works. But to the replay crew, you're the butter on my bread. You're the froth on my beer. I don't know if you're as good as the froth on my beer, but you're awesome. I love the replay crew. I always tout the replay crew on Instagram. Replay crew is great. And on here as well. You can see a movie, I always do this. You can see a movie playing up here. I'll put a movie on. I only started it maybe 6 minutes ago. So it's a cyborg movie. I'll tell you, I don't think you're gonna guess it. If you're into old action / sci-fi / cult movies, you might know what this movie is. It's not a good movie. It's a classic old school, so bad it's good. I don't like that terminology very much. Movie, but it's got to do with cyborg. So if you can guess that movie, you'll get a crisp high five, and you'll also get a slow clap. It might get faster as well, like it does in the 80s movies. So yes, I look weird. I've got my hoodie on. Here we are. We've got Roddy. Roddy's raring to go. We've had problems with Roddy a week ago or so. Yeah, it was a week ago, wasn't it? It was a week ago. Anyway, we had problems with Roddy. Roddy's functioning fine. Roddy's functioning fine. So we're here. We've got nobody in the chat, and that's okay. That is perfectly fine. I did leave things till quite late, and like I said, I had a bit of a snooze tonight. I put one of my kids to bed, and I crashed out. I crashed out for about an hour and a half. I was really wanting to get in here early, but that's okay. That was bound to happen. But here I am. Here I is. It's a bit of a health check on the channel. We got anybody? We got none. That's okay. All good to go. Replay crew, you're going to have a field day with this video. Let's get my microphone, who does not have a name. Why would you name your microphone? I mean, like, Roddy's got personality because he's doing things for me. He's filming me. He's listening to me talk. The microphone's listening to me, but he doesn't have any googly eyes. Oh, so tired. Doesn't have any googly eyes, and really static. I do a lot of the work with the microphone, and I get the microphone to listen to me and set it up in the settings and stuff. So the microphone's probably not going to get a name. Maybe one day. If you can think of a good name for my microphone, you are most welcome to shoot me a message on Instagram or neondoomroom@gmail.com. You can shoot me an email there if you want to, or something on Instagram, or even in the chat, or even on one of my videos. Just tell me a name. And if I think it's a cool name, I'll give my microphone a name. In the meantime, it's just not going to get a name. It's going to be it that shall remain nameless. All right, guys, so we are here. We're clear. We don't need any more bears. We don't want any more bears. You remember that Simpsons episode? Guys, if you watch any of my videos at all, and thank you to my new subscribers, by the way. Got 2 new subscribers. Consider subscribing. It costs you nothing. It is literally the click of a button. You can always unsubscribe later. And it means that if you comment or share or chat or thumbs up or thumbs down, any of those things, they all help my channel to grow. Speaking of channels growing, I got put onto another streaming platform recently. 3 yawns at once. Big night. Called GEEK. Better chance for monetization and a lot less rules. So I'm considering either dual streaming between here and YouTube, or if I can get it running without too much fiddling around, because it looks like it's a bit fiddly, I might try it out just on its own there for a bit on maybe some other videos. So if you see me drop off, which I don't think I will, I'll let you know beforehand, or I will let you know I'm dual wielding twin lightsabers. I'll be on potentially YouTube, of course, and GEEK. Because the monetization on GEEK, if you can get started, you get seen a lot more. YouTube throttles you. It throttles you back. And it's something I'm not a fan of with YouTube, is it throttles you back. It makes you, look at how many millions of people, bazillions, quadrillions, that's not a real word, of people watch YouTube. Hardly anybody jump on the video. Hardly anybody jumps on my video. Hardly. And so, obviously, I'm not the best showman in the world, but I don't think I'm a terrible showman. I put a lot of it down to the algorithm. The nasty freaking algorithm. All right. Sorry, I needed some Harry Potter passion juice. Oh, no, that sounds terrible. Harry Potter passion juice. Oh, you can't take words back. It's okay. All right, so because we're not doing beer, I could play the logo, the bumper for it, but I'm not going to. We're not doing beer because I've got a whiskey and cola thing up there, but it's just going to make me fall asleep. So I'm not going to do it. There's no beer tonight. I'm sorry. Not sorry. All right, so tonight we're going to do a few different things. If I can stop yawning. Did I show you this? Did I show you this last time? I didn't. Didn't I show you this? Yes. I'm getting ahead of myself, but look at this. UMI's second album. Well, really, it's their first album. It's their second EP, but it's like, look how many tracks are on it. Is it an EP or is it an album? You tell me. And they call these, oh, see the cardboard? They call this a media pack. Is it a media pack? I'm thinking of the wrong words maybe, or the right words. I think it's called a media pack, where they come with just the cardboard outer instead of the crystal case. And you get this like little kind of like platform to put your disc on. That is such a clean disc. I don't know if I can show this to you. Look how clean that is. The one I'm really wanting, and I've always regretted getting rid of, was my original first ever EP by Your Mike called Can't Get Started. That is a ripper of a CD. Ripper. Something I'm truly regretting not having anymore. I have fond memories of remembering. All right, so I think what we need to do to get this channel moving along will be to do what we normally do, which is to ask the question,
can you all hear me?
Can you all hear me?
Can you all hear me?
That's if anybody's around. Is anybody around? Oh, thinking YouTube. Nobody around. That's okay. I got a few views on the last video, which was good. A lot of chatting last week, which was good, but that was a daytime. That was a daytime thing. I was scrolling through my videos today, and I noticed one of them had oh, they're the lives. Are they live? No, 1 minute videos. Here we go. One of them had 1,009 views and 40 comments. 40 and 47 likes. That was the one where I was questioning my channel. That was a while back, but wow, 1,009 views and 47 likes was crazy. And then a few under that were like quite large as well. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle always gets high views. I should probably jump back on that bandwagon again. 282, 308, 290. So, I mean, like, at the end of the day, these lives, they're not really, I'm not doing them to try to get, to be viral. That's not what I'm here for. These live streams are just kind of like being a DJ on a radio station. It's a chance for me to sit in my room, this wonderful room full of what other people deem junk, and to just talk to you all. Now, if YouTube allowed it, I would play music and I would talk and play music and talk, because ultimately that is something I would love to do, is to be able to, not so much DJ, but just be able to play things I like and show you things I like and clips I like and be able to talk in between. But besides showing you trailers and things like that I'm allowed to show you, I can't play music because I will get copyright struck up the wazoo. And they will send my ass to Chattahoochee prison or whatever that one was in the movie. So yeah, we can't do that. But in the meantime, what I can do is have a channel like this where I can sit and have a chat. I like having a chat. And I know I've been approached before by some people and who have said, I need to be more succinct and this and that and the other. But I've also been told by many other people that they like just the ramble. Just having it playing in the background or listening on the earbuds or watching it, whatever. The replay crew that love the replay crew, that love replaying, they like it. So I'm going to go with that. I'm not going to try to be too long tonight. Obviously, nobody wants to stay up till 5 in the morning. Gosh, I should do that one day. I should do like a live stream from 10 o'clock at night until like 5 in the morning. That would be mad. Absolutely mad. Anyway, we won't do that. We'll move on to what we are meant to be doing, which is to actually, we've got to get something. What are we going to get? Something physical? Maybe something media related? Maybe we should...
Let's get physical, media. I want to get physical, media. Let me hear your movies talk.
Let me hear your movies talk. All right. Well, I know you're not there currently. Let's spot check again. Anybody there? Anybody in the chat? Nobody's awake, and that's okay. That's okay. Let's say hello in the chat. Hello, chats. Nobody's there, and that's okay. because I'm mostly tonight feeling like I'm mostly doing it for my brothers, sisters, my brothers and my sisters, my he, she's, them, they, it's out there in the world. My replay crew. I'm doing it for you all. For you all. I'm doing it for you all, mate. I'm doing it for you all. This is for you. So this is, we'll get the mail out of the way so we don't show you that yet because we're not ready for mail. We're not ready for mail. We are going to go through today's op shop finds. Is it all today's? I do believe so. I do believe so. In the paper bag of destiny. The paper bag of destiny. Please, somebody jump on the live. Is YouTube doing anything for me at all? Is YouTube, are you going to do anything for me at all? Can I tell you something that's really frustrating the absolute crap out of me about YouTube lately? It's just how many ads I have to go through to listen or watch something. I often put my earbuds in. I've had this conversation before. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. Let's get physical media. But I often put earbuds in and then go about my day. And I listen to some of my favorite people on YouTube. I sometimes get to listen to 2 to 4 minutes of people talking before I have to listen to like anywhere between a 30-second ad and like a 30-minute ad. Craziness. Absolute craziness. I hope that if I ever become better off on YouTube, that I don't spam you all with that much. I am considering being a YouTube subscriber again just to stop the ads. They call it adpocalypse. It really is adpocalypse. They just are dumping the crazy amounts of ads. Now, if it was just like 30-second ads or minute ads, 30 seconds better, or like 10-second ads, I wouldn't mind. But some of them are like a full 30-minute advertisement. And if I can't reach my phone, or if I'm doing something where I can't touch my phone, it just plays over and over again. Anyway, I'll stop complaining. Stop complaining. What's going on with my hoodie up here? Feels like it's peeling in the wrong direction. Is that wrong or right? Wrong or right? Wrong or right? I feel like in reverse, nothing works well in reverse. Can we fix this? Okay, can't do this with one hand. Why is this not sitting properly? Yeah, that's better. I'll do that. All right. Here we are. Live viewers 0. Interesting. Here we are. We've got our physical media bag. Anyone guess the movie yet? Up here? Some interesting things. I will have to cover up one of them. I went to Vinnie's today. And I found a few things. I was very picky. I put a few things back because I really don't want to spam buy. Speaking of spam, I don't want to just buy because I feel like I don't own it. Because I want to understand that some of these things are cool because I don't own them, but I don't want to watch them. Or I won't have time to watch them, or it'll just never get around to watching them. In which case, they take up space. So I want to avoid that where I can. So we're not doing that. We're ultimately not doing that. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a cassette. I found a few cassettes today, but they wanted $2 each. So I put some back. They weren't anything like alternative or metal or anything like that. They were like Ray Charles, not Crowded House. Ray Charles. Oh, now I'm not going to think. Hunters and Collectors. It was Hunters and Collectors single and a Ray Charles cassette. But I do like old school cassettes where the music's from like Hawaii or Ireland or somewhere interesting. And I found one from Hawaii today. It was on the beach at on the beach at Waikiki. Now I do have to put my finger over part of the cover because this girl on the front cover is showing something that I can't show you. Otherwise I will definitely get dinged on YouTube. So I wonder if I can put a little sticky note over it. Can I put a bit of sticky note over it? Let's do that. So I got this Hawaiian CD, and I love Hawaii. I've only been once, but I loved Hawaii. As Newman said in Seinfeld, the air is sticky sweet with the smells of blossoms, or whatever he said. He said something funny. Let's put a sticky note over it. There we go. Can you? Is that covering it? I don't know if that's covering it. I don't think that's covering it. Oh, come on, sticker. All right, there we go. Let's cover it like that. There we go. That's better. All right. Yeah. So I found this. Pretty keen to have a listen to it. So I'll show you the cover. Ready? On the beach at Waikiki. The Big Ben Hawaiian Band. She does show full nipple. There's a full nipple in there. But, you know, classic albums back in the day that showed, some of them even showed everything. 70s, not so much the 60s. I think it was a bit more moderate in the 60s, but 70s for sure. 70s, maybe early 80s. Yeah, you'll get some full-blown nudity on albums. And this is just a Hawaiian CD, a Hawaiian cassette. Nothing bad on the back. There's look, I paid $2 for it. That's, sorry, it's too much for a cassette. I mean, mind you, if you go on eBay, you'll be paying way more than $2 for these kinds of things. But yeah, $2. There's the original price, maybe from who knows where. Brash's maybe $4.99. If Roddy will focus on the spine, he doesn't like spines. On the beach at Waikiki, Big Ben Hawaiian Band. But look at that cool logo down the bottom, drum, and then all of those random things at the top. Yes, I had to cover her up because there is one perky nipple sticking out. But there you go. Had to pick it up. Looks really classic. Old school. I've got a beautiful cassette player up there, which we should talk about one day because I found it. It's a curious thing. Double cassette player. And I actually have one I've never opened here, which is one of those Brooklyn ones, which you get from cheap shops, but it has Bluetooth and blah, blah, blah. I've never opened it. I actually want to. I've been cleaning up in here so I can. But yeah, very cool. $2 is too much price. Too much price. There's my English for you. Too much price for a naked nipple girl from Hawaii. But very keen to listen to this. That's the first thing. Still no one in the chats. This is what's making me want to go to GEEK, because on GEEK I've been watching. I got a friend, somebody I know that's on GEEK, and he logged on. He plays games, obviously, which makes things different. But he started on GEEK, and immediately in his first week, one night he made $400. Next night he made $200. Another night he made $300 or $400. Like, I mean, why is, and he was getting hundreds of people watching and subscribing and talking. This is what I need. I'm here just to chat, and they've got a whole thing on GEEK for just chatting, where people can just drop in and see you while you just chat. On here, I get 0 views. Like, YouTube's doing nothing to push me out there. Nothing. YouTube, you're doing nothing. YouTube. You're not doing anything for me at all. Like, there are quadrillions of people in the world, and they're giving it to no one. So I don't know what's going on. I'm live, but I'm not live. Okay, the next thing I picked up were 2 CDs. These are really cool. Well, look, one of them is really cool, and the other one is only good because of the music that's on there. So the music that is on this CD is, I'll just show you the CD. I got this these were $2 each as well. Kind of borderline with music. I mean, CDs are $1 for me. Let me just pull this back. I think I'm getting a bit hot with this on. There we go. I don't like looking at myself in the mirror. I call the camera the mirror sometimes because I can't see what I'm doing. No one's watching anyway, so it doesn't matter. Except for you, dear live crew. I mean, replay crew. Okay, so first one I picked up mostly because of the music. I flipped, I was like, oh, it's a movie. So it's soundtrack from the movie, but it's not really a movie. It's, you call it documentary? It's Jackass the movie. Jackass. It's Jackass the movie. Anybody seen Jackass the movie? There's the warning. This recording contains explicit language. Please cover your children's ears. And also, what is that warning? The stunts in this movie were performed by professionals. You would not call these people professionals, would you? Except for being professional idiots. I almost passed this up, and I was like, hang on. The guys from Jackass were skaters, and they're in like the crazy kind of skate punk scene. What bands were on this album? And I looked on the back, and then I was like, yep, buying that. I've got a few albums like that. There's another one that's Extreme Sport. Bought it just for the music. And if you look at the music, can already focus without my hands shaking. It's got Minutemen, Andrew UK, CKY, the Rezillos, the Ramones, Sahara Hot Nights, Smut Peddlers, the Misfits, Detroit Cobras, Slayer, and then randomly Sir Mix-a-Lot. And I listened to this album today, and I loved it. It was a great album to listen to. Fantastic. Fantastic. So, I haven't opened this yet because it was taped. See, can you see the tape? Can I get Roddy to focus on the tape? Look at that. Look at that annoying thing. Look at that annoying thing. Let's take the tape off. How are you all doing? You're doing good tonight? Or the ones that are not watching tonight, my replay crew? You doing good? You doing good? You're good? Everyone all right? Everyone all right? You okay? Everyone okay? I just wanted to check the disc. A couple of tiny scratches, and the rest is super clean. Very, very happy with that. Very happy with that. CDs, love CDs. Love CDs. Let's put that up there. The other one I picked up today for 2 Buckaroo Bonsais. Oh, that one didn't have tape. Oh, and I didn't check the disc. I don't think I checked the disc. Yeah, there are some scratches on it. It looks, I don't know how it's done it, but it looks like it's been scratched out like a star from the center. I'm sure that will still play. But I picked this one up because David Lynch. David Lynch. And I almost put it back for a second. I was like, hang on, is this what I think it is? Because I was picking up big blocks of discs to look at them. I picked up Twin Peaks, Fire Walk With Me. So not Twin Peaks, but the movie Fire Walk With Me. Music composed by Angelo Badalamenti. Back's kind of cool too. I should take that sticker off. $2. I don't think there's bands in it. No, I'm pretty sure it's all for the movie. Produced by David Lynch and Angelo Badalamenti. So we can have a quick look at the inside. It's really pretty. It's got all of the track names like they used to do back in the day, where it's like big lettering. And then all of the people either that are on it or who composed it or whatever. I used to do that a lot. Then there's, I can't remember her name. But I thought because of the fact that this was a Twin Peaks disc, that it'd be worth picking up. It just keeps folding and 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 folding. And the rest, in a town like Twin Peaks, no one is innocent. I just think it's kind of cool. Oh, that's how it all folds out as well. I don't want to put this on the keyboard because I bet you it all stretches out like that. It's the wrong way around. Yeah, $2. $2. There are a couple of other albums I kind of thought I might pick up, but I wasn't that interested. Usually I'm more rock, alternative, punk, electronic, some rap. Good morning, Retro Toy Princess. Oh, thank you for dropping in. You're now my #1 fan tonight. You're setting up at the art table to start filming and need some company. How are you this morning, US West Coast time? I'm very good, very tired, but very good. Happy to have you here, Retro Toy Princess. You are what usually replay crew, but always good to have you live on here. So I know you'll be focusing on you things. That's great. I'm glad that you're doing something and you've got either an earbud in or maybe it's just on your monitor. Woot, 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 woot. I was just showing everyone this. Found this today for $2. It's in pretty good shape. It's got a weird star shape. I can't explain it. I'm really hoping it isn't an issue. I don't know if Roddy, my trusted companion Roddy, will pick up the stair. Can you see sort of the star shape? Sorts of. There, see the star sort of scratches? Yeah, I think it'll be okay. It's very light. The rest of the disc is very clean. And the other one I picked up was this album, which is the Jackass. It's hard for Aussies to say Jackass because we say ass. We don't say ass. Love Twin Peaks. It's a great soundtrack. I didn't listen to that yet. I listened to this one today because it's got punk, a lot of punk on it. A lot of punk. Early punk, late punk, 90s punk. Moving Through Time is one of my favorite chill tracks. Oh, cool. Wait a minute. Which one are we looking at? This one. Moving Through Time. Oh, yeah. Moving Through Time, track 10. Thank you, Retro Toy Princess. I will definitely give it a listen. It was easy to listen to Jackass today because I, for some reason, had it to hand. And I really, really enjoyed the Jackass movie soundtrack just because of the punk stuff in it. But yeah, very keen to give that a listen to. And happy to find it. Like I was saying before you dropped in, I was flicking through big chunks of them because the op shop I went to today it was really low, some of the shelves, so I didn't want to like bend down with my butt up in the air. So I was grabbing chunks and pulling them out. And I kind of scanned through and I didn't notice that until my third eye kind of caught it. And I'm like, what's that? Pulled that out and went, yep, you're coming home with me. So very happy to have that. Yeah, totally. Movie soundtracks are the best mixed CDs. But I have a few, and sometimes I'm kind of 50-50 on picking out movie soundtracks because for me, like, I'm a very visual person when it comes to music. I like imagining things, and sometimes it might be a soundtrack that, say it's like Dances with Wolves. My brain might not be thinking of that movie. There might be tracks that make me think of something imaginative. So I always used to like listening to soundtracks when I write, because I'm a bit lazy. I haven't done any writing for the last year or so, but I used to write a lot, and I've got some large novels that I'm trying to get through eventually when I get off my butt. I use them as like stimuli for myself. But yeah, soundtracks for movies can be some of the best mixed CDs, especially if you're pottering around doing things around the house. All right, so those were the first original things that I picked up. So the cassette with I had to blot it out with the Hawaiian music, but you know, classic 70s style nipple on the cover, which I've had to cover up so that YouTube doesn't get me for it. Now we're moving on to our movies. Now, as I said, I didn't pick up a lot, but I got some VHS. I think I got equal. Did I get equal VHS? No, I think I got more VHS this time. Always trying to get VHS, but I'm running out of room for VHS, so I'm struggling with that. So we'll do the DVDs first. We'll do the DVDs first, and then we'll do VHS. All right. Now, not much to see here. I have one of these on VHS, but not on DVD, so I picked it up on DVD. It's the deluxe widescreen version. Just in case you're not sure whether to be excited or not, you can be excited. It's the deluxe widescreen version. And it's from Civic Video, classic video store. Civic Video, Eleanor Heights. I don't know where that is, but I picked this one up. Let's not hold you in suspense. It's even got the Civic Video action triangle in the corner. First Night, Sean Connery, Richard Gere, Sean Connery, Richard Gere, and Julia Ormond. I don't know how to do her voice. Sean Connery, shaken not stirred. I remember seeing this movie back in the day. I have it on VHS. I haven't managed to find it on. Haven't managed to find it on DVD. I don't know if it's out on Blu-ray. I'm assuming somewhere it is. But look, Civic Video. We used to have obviously Blockbuster. We had a few different videos. Video Easy. and Civic Video were the main three. And then they were all like mum and pop stores and stuff. So this sticker's cool. I'd like to make some badges like that. Civic Video and Video Easy, Blockbuster, all that sort of stuff. And these triangles are cool too. Oh, I was going to bring in here. So my daughter just got back from Queensland for school camp. And she went to Movie World. She brought me back one of those and action. One of those things with a little fridge magnet. But I left it in the house. I was going to show y'all. Movie soundtracks used to be the best mix CD. Did you write that? Is that new? Movie soundtracks. Did you write something else, or are my eyes playing silly buggers with me? Oh no, something happened with my chat and it made it look like something else dropped in. Yeah, so First Night. It's like a retelling of the King Arthur story. In a different way, a little bit scratched up. I probably should have checked, but Roddy, there you go. You can see sort of how scratched up it is. I don't think that's terrible. I'm only really concerned when it's deep, and I'm not entirely certain if those are all deep. I think they're all surface. DVDs are pretty hardy. Some people say they're not, but they are. Oh, you worked at Blockbuster for 6 years. Did you? Lucky you. I'm sure it wasn't fun. Who knows? But like whenever I talk to people that I think they have fun jobs, and like it was really not that fun. But for 6 years, I miss video stores and being able to wander the shelves until I find something to watch. Yeah, I remember some of the local ones here, the last local ones here before they went out of business. And there was, I think, a Video Easy just up the road at Epping Plaza. And I remember where it was, and now it's like, I don't know, like an insurance firm or something. But I remember going in there and renting videos from that store, DVDs, I should say, from that store. Yeah, miss it. It'd be good if they sort of had a resurgence. But once again, like, it's a hard business because at the end of the day, a lot of people just never bring them back. They come back scratched, missing discs. I feel a bit sorry for them having to go through all that. Yeah, so First Night, I've always wanted to work in like a video store, a bookstore, a music store. Everyone wants that, but I'm sure the money's not that great. Yep, so happy to have that. I've got it on VHS, as I said, but I'm glad to have it on DVD. Because mostly I will probably watch DVD over VHS. I just have it there for the fun. I do want to get around to watching all those Back to the Future VHS tapes that I found that I'm still very proud of. Okay, these are three that I found tucked behind the DVD. So this Vinnie's store has all the DVDs on the shelves, lots of them actually. But the way they've done it is to avoid you digging deep, they've put like blank cases, like crystal cases behind them, so that pushes them forward. And I was going through everything because I go through everything. And I was like, there's something behind these that isn't just a blank case. And I reached in and I grabbed out Collection 1, Collection 2, and Collection 5 of One Piece. Now, I love anime or animation. I've never truly followed One Piece. I've seen sporadic episodes of One Piece and thought it was cool. When I was in Mexico years ago, I saw some One Piece on TV along with... I couldn't remember off the top of my head. It was Dragon Ball Z. So, but yeah, I haven't fully delved into the actual whole series of animation. But I have watched the One Piece TV series all the way through and loved that. So having seen all of that, I probably should get back into it. But yeah, somebody stashed them. Somebody stashed these behind, thinking no one's going to look back there, and I found them. So Collection 1, let's just show you. Collection 1. Come on, Roddy, you can do it. You can do it. Collection 1, $2. 2 Buckaroo Bonsais. There's Luffy. I don't think I opened... Oh, these are taped as well. I'll go through them later. They feel full. So Series 1, Series 2, or Collection 2, I should say. Collection 2. Hopefully they're collections that are in order. Such cool animation. and cool characters as well. If you haven't watched the One Piece live action television show, I mean, as I said, I haven't seen tons of this animation, but I've watched enough to be able to judge the difference. I would highly recommend it. Really cool, really bizarre, and really cool. I binge watched it. So collection 2, once again, taped. So I'm going to have to open this up later. And for another $2, collection 5. So I'm not too sure how many collections there are. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess between 6 and 8 or 9, maybe. But I might be wrong. That would probably be a good idea for me to actually fact check myself on that. Be good to fact check myself. Can I fact check myself without boring the crap out of you guys? One Piece. Oops, that's not how you spell piece. Yep. Can you tell me? It's so bright. How many volumes? 19 volumes? Sorry, I hope that wasn't loud. Right, I need to see, is this real? Can I get some kind of confirmation of how many episodes? How many pages? Sorry, I'm quoting Little Britain. And then she lived happily ever after. How many pages? Oh, that's 3 pages. After living happily ever after, she moved into a castle where she drank tea all day. How many pages? Collections. I should just do how many seasons. Oh, I think that's the books. I'm terrible at searching. Seasons. How many seasons? One Piece episodes. So it's just giving me one episode at a time. Why is it doing that? All. That's season 1. How many? Do I have to ask how many? Guess that's how search engines work, right? List of seasons. Does that say it has more than 1,100 episodes? 1,100 episodes. Hang on. Gods of Seasons of One Piece. How many? Yeah, it says 1,000 episodes. How many seasons? How many seasons? Oh, they're different sagas. Okay. They're different sagas. So there's the East Blue Saga, the Alabasta Saga, the Sky Island Saga, the Water 7 Saga, the Thriller Bark Saga, the Summit War Saga, Fishman Island Saga, the Dressrosa Saga, Whole Cake Island Saga, and Wayno Country Saga. Can you just tell me how many seasons? Okay. Well, there's some suggestive animation in there. So how many seasons? Episodes 1. So it's just in episode form? That's just really weird. Total number. Yeah, that's not. I'm not getting anywhere. It's not giving me a straight answer. Series overview. As of 2023, One Piece includes over 1,000 episodes, 15 movies, multiple TV specials, various OVA. Can I just have an overview? Okay, can I how many collections on DVD? See, you know what? If I start watching 4 collections, how many episodes are in each collection then? Oh, well, that's not. This is collection 5. It's got episode 54 to 66. It doesn't make much sense. The One Piece DVD collections include various sets with different content. Typically contains the same disc content as previous releases, but with new packaging. Blah blah blah. 4 collections in each box. Oh, I think I know how this works. Hang on, hang on. This. Right, okay. Okay then, this makes more sense. 1 to 13. Shonen Jump. Okay, so these are out of one box set. Because now I'm looking at it says Shonen Jump on the front. Isn't that what it said? Something like that before. So when you get them, this has got, so the back of it says episode 1 to 13 on 1. Number 2 has 14 to 26. That makes sense. 13 and 14. Then I'm on collection 5 is episodes 54 to 66. But if there's 1,100 episodes, this is a box set. So these are just parts of one box set. I'm thinking of getting whole season here. It's not. So I really don't have a lot. So if there's 1,100 and something episodes, I got a lot of collecting to do when it comes to One Piece. But still, not a bad start. And they are they're Madman distribution. All right, so let's move right along. I've talked about One Piece for way too long, but I'm very curious now. That much effort put into animation. Let's move on to our VHS tapes. I'll try not to give them away immediately. So I got 4 VHS tapes. Once again, depending on where I go op shopping, I will sort of depend on what I think I'm going to get. So this Vinnie's can be really good. Not fantastic, but it can be good or really good, or it can be nothing. So they always got VHS tapes, but a lot of the classic kind of, like John Wayne westerns and things like that. So that you'll get everywhere. But every once in a while, I'll go and I'll just pick the ones that I think are like verging on horror, or they're action movies I don't have on VHS because I'm still trying to get like all the basics. In America, and I'm not saying this as a slight against America, just because you have much more of everything, VHS tapes are everywhere. Every person that I've seen or watched on YouTube who goes out to a random thrift store, maybe not all the thrift stores are good, but there's like, just they walk in and go, oh, like it's 10 for $1 a day or something like that. So they'll go in and fill up a bag, and it's like classic horror movies and stuff like that. So I don't know, a bit jealous of the continental United States of America. Let's fix this case. Well, someone's written on the inside of it. That is very annoying. I don't like it when the sleeves are out. Okay. All right. This one is Spotlight on Stars, under $15. I think that sticker will come off. Got it for $2. This place does VHS for $2. I found one for $1, $1 at the most. 50 cents is what I'm expecting from VHS tapes. Lately, I've been noticing people putting them up for like between $1 and $5. $5 is ridiculous. Mind you, one of the things that I found would have been a year ago down at the beachside thrift store or op shop was the Batman trilogy from the late 80s, 90s. No, it would have been 90s and thousands, wouldn't it? But they wanted $15 for it, and I turned my nose up at it. But then, like, obviously, I just never see that around. So I kind of wish I'd just given them $15 and walked out with it. It was a box set. And you know I love box sets. Anyway, the first one I've got here is Fallen. Angels and Demons, I think. I can't even remember this movie very well. Detective John Hobbs is searching for a criminal he's already met, already caught, and already killed. John Goodman, Denzel Washington, and Donald Sutherland. It is demonic, isn't it? I can't remember. It was so long ago. I got a funny feeling I might be wrong. Does anybody know off the top of their head? Tense thriller. It might not be, but it seems my memory's thinking that it's a little bit satanic or something. Oh, right, yeah. There we go. Now it's homicide detective John Hobbs. Denzel Washington pursues a killer down a bustling sidewalk. There she is, a small middle-aged woman. No, wait, the killer is the timid man beside her. Now it's someone else. It's all and none of them, because the murderer Hobbes seeks is a demon passing from one human host to another with a brush of an overcoat or a touch of a hand. So it is demonic. Oh, I couldn't really 100% remember. It was a very long time ago I saw Fallen. In fact, it was so long ago I would have been young. And I ain't young anymore. There you go, Fallen. It was $2. A little bit more than what I wanted to pay, but once again, it's kind of like not so much a horror movie as a horror thriller. So I kind of had to have it. Didn't own it. Had to have it. Right, that's that one. I think I'm going to lose all my balancing skill here. I've got too much going on. Can I tuck it in there? There we go. Next one I picked up because I don't have it on VHS. By the way, the sticker is on the VHS tape as well, on that previous one. Closed caption video. I don't own it. Pretty sure I don't own it. I was certain at the time. Men in Black 2. I might have one. I'm not entirely certain. I'll have to go back through my VHS tapes. A lot have been boxed up. I'm just keeping all the good ones. Not boxed up, sorry. They've been tucked away in big chunks at the bottom there. Because I don't have the room to display them all as much as I would love to. Men in Black 2. I definitely don't have this one. I think I may have Men in Black 1. I'm not entirely certain. $2. Really good condition. Is mostly been rewound. So that's cool. Lovely white case too. Not that I'm overly... Why don't you go in there? Not that I'm overly enamored of white cases, but this one goes with the cover. Men in Black, white case, black and white. Yeah, very nice looking case. Not even too dirty either, which is always a good thing. The third one has a beautiful golden case. A beautiful golden case. It's a bit dusty and will need a clean. But I love it when they do, what are they, like pearlized covers to DVDs and movies, like Blu-rays and also VHS. I don't know what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say. Take the sticky tape off. But you'll see when I show it to you. I was a huge fan of the Scorpion King, early The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, warrior, legend, king, the Scorpion King. So this one has like a pearlized, shiny, I don't know, metallic, maybe is the better word, cover. Contains bonus featurettes. I saw this at the cinema. Back in the day. And the back as well, really nice and glossy and shiny. Come on, Roddy can focus. The back looks a little, I think it's just the plastic on the case. It's seen better days, but really, really nice. I don't want to get rid of this case because look at the case. It's gold to go with the pearlized metallic gold cover. And let's open it, make sure it's in there. Oh, yes, it's in there. For a second, I thought it said the Scotland something, but it says the Scorpion King. Very basic, though. It does say Universal. This is a good movie. I like the Scorpion King. The animation sequences, like the special effects sequences, early CGI, not good. His face especially not very good, but you can ignore that. Because back in the day, it was like, whoa, what is this? This guy's like got scorpion legs and stuff. This one I haven't heard of before. Is this taped up? Of course it is. Because to stop theft, what would you do is where you put sticky tape on everything. Because thieves, they can't get past sticky tape. It's in there. I did check it earlier. It's got a weird decal on it though. I don't know how 100% legit this is. It's got a weird cover. The cover's too big for it. So I don't know if this was a cut box. No, it can't be, can it? Doesn't look like a cut box. Maybe it's been made at home. This is PG. I think it has some lusty things in it. But I've never heard of it. The Fifth Musketeer. But look who's in it. You know his face. The Fifth Musketeer. Look. It's got Beau Bridges, Sylvia Christel, and Ursula Andress. All names. Sylvia Christel I know the name of, but not so much. Beau Bridges, Ursula Andress. The Fifth Musketeer. But look, there is a little bit of... Step back. I just got it because it was an odd looking one. What's on the top there? You gonna focus for me? Gonna focus, ready? Magna. Magna Video. Rex Harrison as Colbert. And Olivia de Havilland as Queen Anne. But look, there's a little bit of lusty wenches. So I don't really know anything about this movie. I'm assuming it will be a good rollicking good time. It is based on, I thought it was a comedy at first because Beau Bridges sometimes looks like he has that funny face. But on the back it says, based on the classic novel The Man with the Iron Mask, a swashbuckling romance of twin brothers born to royalty, one a king and the other relegated to oblivion. Oh, so it's just basically The Man with the Iron Mask is what it is. Yeah, didn't really pick up on that earlier. The Fifth Musketeer. If you watch the Man in the Iron Mask, that has Charlie Sheen, and I think is that the movie? Yeah, it has Charlie Sheen in it, surely. I'm starting to doubt myself now. Where, yeah, it's got the three Musketeers. 4 even. I can't remember now. I'll have to rewatch. So maybe they're talking about that as the Fifth Musketeer. I can't remember. Anyway, so they're all my physical media finds recently. It's not a lot. And to be fair, unless I know I'm going to find something rare, I'm not going to try to find the time that I don't have to go looking. I know that sounds like a stupid thing to say because I'm not going to know about anything unless I look. But Australia doesn't have the greatest success with finding stuff. I tend to find more things just on the street. Well, I used to. Such as my Back to the Future 7 VHS tapes, which are amazing. Sorry, that light is really bright. I should get rid of the screen. So I think if I looked here, collections, can I see how many collections? Collection list. That's a better idea. Can you give me a collection list? Yeah, so I'm really stoked with finding the Back to the Future VHS tapes. It's just that I didn't find them in a store. I had to, you have to drive around and look at dump spots. You have to look at the charity bins where people don't put them in the charity bin. They dump them out the front, which is illegal. Don't do that. But yeah, in winter, that's when people dump them. They dump things in winter, and then you got to find them and go, oh, please don't be soaked with water. I'm going to have to try to fix you. That's when, but you got to be on the ball. So you got to be always driving around, always looking, always stopping, always checking. You come across as the hobo in the street, see more collections. Okay. So the collections go all the way up to collection 21. That's what I was trying to find before. And I only got 3 DVDs from collection 1. So yeah, that is going to be a lot of collecting. Anywho, let's go back to here. I think what we're going to do, my throat's really dry. I'm going to have to drink a little bit. Ugh. Where are we at? Oh, 2 live viewers. Thank you very much. Whoever's live viewing with Retro Toy Princess at the moment. I think something we can do now is, we're not doing beer, obviously. There's no beer tonight because I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'll fall asleep. I don't want to do it. You can't make me. It's my channel. I can do what I want. All right. So what we'll do instead of beer, we've done, let's get physical media. There are other things I could talk about here. I'm not going to linger on it. Let's do woot, Retro Toy Princess. We're going to do mail. Welcome to mail. I'm a male. I have mail. There's some mail here. There's mail in the general vicinity of the microphone and the camera. I only have 1 mail today. I'm 1 mail. I have 1 mail. And now I don't know what I've done with it. There it is, right behind everything. Well done. Well done, BZ. Well done. I have one piece of mail here. Now, I actually had 2 things on order. One of them was not physical media related. Well, no, it was physical media related, but it wasn't actually physical media. I have this. I can't do the other side because it has my name and address on it. This one has nothing, but you can see the pull tab. It hasn't been opened. There's the pull tab. I've got this. You can see it is shaped like physical media, which probably means it is physical media. But I have another thing on the way, which is a patch. It's a Gremlins patch. And I'm really wanting to start getting some pins and patches for my jackets and vests, my vestibules. So I've only got this one that I was waiting for. In fact, this is something I can't seem to find on our shelves. Ever since Disney kind of pulled up all of their military gear and left the general vicinity of Australia with all their Star Wars and majority of their stuff, it's been really hard to remember or consider how many series are still available. So this one is part of a long series and I just haven't seen it. And even when I look overseas to get things, let's just open it. It's been a little bit tricky finding. So hopefully it's what I think it is. I think it is. Yes, it is. Let's get it out of the bag. Did they include anything? Sometimes they throw lollipops and things like that in there. Thank you for your purchase. It comes with a little surround. That's very nice of them to put a surround around it to make sure it doesn't get damaged. I have all of the Pirates of the Caribbean. This is definitely a European one. Oh, and it's actually sealed, so it's brand new. Well, well, well. I have all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I found the first one at, I think it was a market or an op shop. I can't remember. Or maybe I bought it. I can't even remember, to be honest. But then 2, 3, and 4 I found at a market for $1 each. $1 each. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I did not have Salazar's Revenge. I did not have the 5th movie. Did not have the 5th movie. Can I even see where my pirates are? They're somewhere in here. I don't even think they're in order, to be honest. I'm terrible with putting things in order. That's something I've got to work on. Yeah, I don't know. They're in here somewhere. I actually put my Star Wars in order. And I put my Lord of the Rings and Dune in order. And my Evil Dead in order. Because I was getting sick of looking up. So I've got everything, like all of the extended editions and all the extras are all in order. So I love my Star Wars stuff being in order. It's mostly Blu-ray. And I've also included some DVDs in these shelves because they're taller. And just because I want them in order. And also because I have the Clone Wars all on Blu-ray, except for Season 7, which has never been made into a Blu-ray, which is very annoying, having a very tall DVD next to Season 6. But I can't do anything about it. So I've just put all my Star Wars in one section. That's the only sort of difference from all the other Blu-rays. But I can't seem to find my Pirates of the Caribbean. They are up there somewhere. Oh, there they are. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now I have 5. Should have the number on the side. No, this one doesn't. So, yeah, there we go. Salazar's Revenge. I got that from over in England. I ordered it from Rare Waves. Rare Waves? Rare Waves? I can never remember their name. I don't even know if this was the theatrical cover for Australia, but you can see the 12s in the corner. That's a European thing. But it's sealed. Look, sealed, sealed, sealed. There you go. You can see the plastic there. It's got the, I don't know what they call that fold. Edge folding. I used to call it a gatefold, but that's not really a gatefold. I think I'm using the wrong terminology. Rodwa, Sir Roderick. Sir Roderick will focus any moment now. Has anyone guessed the movie in the background? Because the Cyborg movie. Old Cyborg movie. Anyone? So happy to have it. I have seen it. I have seen the movie. Obviously, it's on Disney Plus. But I just wanted the Blu-ray because I don't think I'm going to stay on Disney Plus forever. I've got quite a lot of things that I like watching from them. I bought a lot of bootlegs for the things they don't supply Australia anymore because Disney can be such a pain. Disney can be such a pain in the backside when it comes to stuff. It's fucking annoying, to be honest. Excuse my French, but Disney has taken away a lot of Australia's rights to physical media, and it still hurts me and pisses me off. I don't even understand the logic, to be honest. I don't understand why they don't want to make more money. Now, I understand that it costs them money to make money, but they're not prepared to go to a cheaper distribution center. Actually, they have recently, but they're still not bringing stuff back to Australia. But anyway, so I wanted to pick up Pirates of the Caribbean: Salazar's Revenge. It's a pretty good movie, but I wanted all of them. I have heard on the rumor belt that they're going to make another movie with Johnny Depp in the Pirates of the Caribbean universe, but whether that really happens or not, I do not know. That's not proper news at the moment for the news segment. Pretty cool movie, though. We'll add it to these. In fact, I might move them from that corner because they're kind of tucked away where I don't want to have them. They're in the wrong spot. I might move them over here to the front where I can actually see them and get to them. Because I like series being where I can get to them. Singular DVDs and Blu-rays, I can have them somewhere I can't get to them so much. But yeah, when they're a set, I want access. So yeah, that's my mail. Woot. So happy about that. All right. Now, we do have some news tonight, but not about Pirates of the Caribbean. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to show you, I don't know if you're familiar with, I don't know if you are all familiar with, oh, now my brain is not keeping up with me. Can we go back here? Deathstalker. Anybody watch the old Deathstalker movies? You know, they would say boobs and barbarians. Yeah, back in the day. Well, they're remaking, not adding a new movie in, remaking Deathstalker. And to be honest, I know they could have been doing it. They could have been doing it based on the fact that the old movies were like really poorly made, but fun. Or they could be doing it the way they're doing it because they're just not spending the money on it. But let's go to news and let's talk about it. News. All right, so I heard on the rumor mill that they were remaking Deathstalker. It is a remake. It is not movie. What are we up to with Deathstalker? Is it movie 5 or 6? Could be 6 actually. 6, I think, hasn't been made. You watched it, Retro Toy Princess. You watched it probably back when it was first on VHS, but it's been so long it's a blur. Yeah. Roger Corman. Roger Corman liked his movies to be fun and silly and over the top, but also, he liked his boobs and his babes and all that stuff. But yeah, Deathstalker's okay. The first movie at least is okay. I think I have movie 4, maybe, or 3. Did I buy 1? I can't remember. I want to get on the Deathstalker bandwagon and get them all. But yeah, I found 4, I think, or 3. I can't remember now. But I watched Deathstalker on Tubi, and that was fun. Some time back. I apologize for my yawning. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, fun. Like cheaply made. You can tell that it was on a low budget, but it was still fun. You can suspend your disbelief enough to enjoy it. But then you see, can I find it? Let me see if I can find it without getting it on my screen. Is that it? No, wait. Is that it? Nope. Nope. No. Oh, did I not? Oh, so I mustn't have had it. Well, one thing I do want to talk about, though, is when I went op shopping, yeah, I found this. And I saw it on the spine. I'm like, oh, in the space. I don't own it. I got to buy it. It's one of the ones on my list. No. Can you see this case? Can you see what's wrong with this case? Can I make this bigger? Can I make this bigger so that you can see this case? Because is there a better way of making this bigger? I want you to look at this image. I mean, Retro Toy Princess, I know that you are doing things, so you might not be able to look at it. But look at this. Ain't this, look at the case. Ain't this a photocopied case? This is a photocopied case. Look, even the cutting down the side. I asked the lady to peel back. She walked past and asked me if I wanted the bag. And I said no, but I asked her if she could take the sticky tape off so I could look at the disc. 100% is a copied disc. And even she was like, yep, that's a copied disc. Like, why are you selling it? Inner Space. Oh, I was so excited for a moment. And so sad when I realized, yeah. I mean, I've got nothing against that. If that's what you want to do, to have movies in your collection. I mean, I've got movies like that. I've bought the originals now for a lot of them because I want the originals. But I've done it before to make sure I've got something in my collection with a cover because I don't like having discs in a case with the words written on the front. I now, if I have burnt copies of things, I now keep them in a sleeve booklet. I just took them out of their old janky cases and put them all in a sleeve, and I can go through there if I want to watch something. But yeah, definitely. Very sad about finding this to be a copied one, and almost was considering buy it just because I didn't have it. But no, I put it back. Not for $2, not a copy. And she didn't seem very inclined to reduce the price. She was like, "Yep, that's a copy," and then just walked away. I'm like, "Okay then." That's that. Yeah, so Inner Space would have been a good one to find. Always good when you find movies, like when I found Road Games. God damn, when I found Road Games, I was so excited. That was a movie I've been looking for. All right, I'm playing around with this too much. We were going to... What were we doing? Doing something. Oh, news, of course. We've done the news thing, that's fine. Let's get off this screen back to Roddy. Getting sidetracked. All right. I do have a page up. In fact, I've got a YouTube channel up. So we can watch the Deathstalker trailer on full screen. Let's go to my desktop screen. I think I've got anything showing my name. That's good. Let's go to there. You can see me in the corner. Hello. Down here. Let's watch the Deathstalker trailer. I'm fairly certain... I have the sound. Please tell me if the sound's not coming out. I usually have it set to on. What do we output? Capture 3. Capture 2. I think it's that one. I think we'll find out soon enough. Let's just turn the volume down just a little bit. We are going to play this trailer here. This trailer right here. You ready, Deathstalker? This is the remake. Official trailer in Deathstalker. Here we go. I need to rewind that right back to the beginning. Stop it. Stop. I thought it was a longer trailer than that. Okay, I need to super pause it first.
Who is it?
Pause. Let's go full screen. You ready? Are we ready? I think we're ready. Let's press play. And I'll make sure that the sound's coming in. Yep, it's coming out. Okay. Not too sure what to make of this, to be honest, because I don't think they did a super good job. In fact, it looks very much like things were done on a super tight budget. So I don't know if it needs to be remade like that. I think they could have put more effort into it and made it into a blockbuster. But that's okay. Let's go. Ready, steady, go.
Who is it?
They say he was once a knight. Before the war against the Dreadites.
The Dreadites.
Surgeon with a sword. Oh, wow. He answers to only one name.
I? What name would that be? old friend. Come and get it.
Rubber suits. That's what I'm saying. Rubber suits.
The mighty Deathstalker!
Far out. Look at that sword. That's crazy. Look at all those names we don't know. October 10. That's actually really close to my birthday. Let's cancel that. That's my actual episode. But then you compare it to, is there a Deathstalker? Let's watch the original Deathstalker trailer. Law. No, I don't want the law. Can we get out of here? I need to exit full screen. Let's go. Can we go? Wait. Can we look at the original Deathstalker? Was there a trailer for the original Deathstalker? Gotta be careful, YouTube. And then again, you got stuff on YouTube. Oh, the 1983 Deathstalker trailer. Let's watch that. Let's watch that full screen. We're gonna pause it for a second.
How I
Oh,
divide
there's
my
an ad.
time,
Okay,
it's
I don't want to hear the ad. Let's get. I'm just not going to submit you to ads. Let's go to Roddy Cam for a second. I didn't think much of that trailer. Let's play this ad and get it out of the way. Skip. I didn't think much of the new Deathstalker. Now, I'm not trying to be hard. I'm not trying to be hard on people. It's just that if you're going to take up the mantle of an old movie like that, make it better. Make it better. We know what it's like in B grade or C grade or Z grade. We know what it is. We know what it's like. We don't want to watch a modern Z grade movie again. We don't. If we wanted to do that, we would watch the original Deathstalker because they had zero budget and did the best they could, and it was fun. If you're going to make it now, put more money into it. I don't know if you agree with me or not when you watch that trailer, but all I saw were shiny rubber suits. So all of the monsters and the demons and the the beasts, they look like people in shiny rubber suits. I could almost smell the rubber. That's not what I want. I don't want to see more rubber suits, okay? If you've got enough money to remake Deathstalker, make it good. Make it fun. Like, make it more like Dungeons and Dragons, what's it called? Honor Among Thieves. That was a fun movie. That was a fucking fun movie. Honor Amongst Thieves is a movie I watched with my kids because it wasn't bad enough that it could be played to somebody young. It's a really weird way of saying it. It wasn't bad to play to somebody young, but it was action-packed, it was made with bigger stars, and it was done in a fun, funny, realistic-looking way. So if you're going to do Deathstalker, make it fun and funny and a bit saucy, but make it well. Get somebody who's willing to put money into it. Don't make another Z-grade movie. And also, don't make it a remake. Don't make it a remake, for crying out loud. All you're doing with the remake is starting the franchise all over again, but worse. Do it as episode, like movie 7 or 6 or whatever the next movie was. They could easily have done it as Deathstalker, Rise of the Mud Monsters or whatever. And then you know it's another episode in the franchise. Don't remake it. Sorry, I'm going on about it, but I'm really hating remakes at the moment. I just think if you're going to get a franchise like that, just make a new episode. Don't be silly. Don't play silly buggers. Let's go back to desktop screen. And let's press play on the old original Deathstalker. This is Deathstalker. You gonna play? You gonna play? Look at that old screen. Look at that old screen. New Concordie. Journey to an age of great kingdoms. Look at that. So funny. And so much nakedness as well. Ridiculous amount of nakedness. Obviously, it looks better than this on the screen when you watch it. I like the pig monster in this one better. The story is bonkers, though. Oh, that's why I've got no volume. Hang on.
Three powers. You will be power.
Could you hear the volume, by the way? Because I think I had it turned down.
Man could get inside one car's castle.
Why Hollywood thinks nobody watches sequels. I have watched like 13 Final Destination movies, 12 Friday the 13th, and every Fast and the Furious. That's right. That's right, Retro Toe Princess. That's right.
A beautiful princess.
Absolutely right. All you do when you start a movie again is you start a franchise that may never go further. So you just end up with a one random movie that's not even part of the original franchise. Yeah, this is a bonkers movie. But the thing is, you watch an old movie like this. Oh, you can hear it. Oh, good. Yeah, I had the volume turned down, but I did have it set up to take the volume.
The most legendary hero of them all. The man they called Deathstalker. The last great warrior king. Starring Richard Hill and Bobby Bennett.
Yes, no thank you. Let's go back to Roddy Camp. Oh, please, no more volume. Just pause. Okay, we can reduce that. Yeah, so you saw the old Deathstalker. I almost said Death Star. You saw the old Deathstalker, and you saw the new Deathstalker. I mean, if we go back to the new, look at. Hang on, let me just go back to my screen. Hang on, desktop screen. Have a look at this guy here. Rubber mask. Like, proper rubber mask. This guy here. Oh, it's going to keep flipping it. Proper rubber mask. Look, even those heads on pikes, rubber masks. There's some good cinematography. It looks cool. But they put zero effort into the prosthetics. Look, rubber body. Doesn't look real.
Surgeon.
It all looks like the body looks like it's all the same material. So they should have had like glistening, like gross stuff oozing out of it or something to make it look a little bit like it's not just one big rubber suit.
To only one name.
I? What name would that be?
See, he looks alright. Logo looks pretty cool. But these suits, they're all made of the same rubber. They all look like the same rubber. Look at them.
Deathstalker.
Terrible, terrible suits. Look at them.
Come and get it.
They're definitely leaning into we're doing practical effects. Yeah. So much better than CGI. Not this time. Look at that sword though. That's crazy. Yeah, look, I'm all for practical effects. I'm 100% all for practical effects. I in fact love practical effect movies. But don't go halfway. Like, not in this day and age. Surely you can get someone to, I don't know, like darken up some of the bits. They were all the same color. Do you know when you spray paint something? Like, say I've made a big rubber suit and I climbed into it and it was like just, I don't know, grey or whatever it was printed out in, molded out in. And then I said to, you know, Joe Bloggs in the special effects department, just paint it red. I want him to have like a red bloody body. And he just sprayed it all one color. That's what it looks like. There's no shading. There's no shading in between the pieces. There's no like depth to it. That's why it looks like a man in a suit or a woman in a suit, a person in a suit, is because it's just all one color. those suits aren't so bad. It's just that they didn't put the effort into making them become three-dimensional. Have the blood oozing out of places and goo and white bits of bone or whatever, like shade in the darker recessed areas and just work on it. It doesn't look like that. It looks like somebody goes, oh, we made you a suit. You just have to step into it and put the mask on. Bam, you're on screen. Doesn't look like a real creature. Definitely leaning into the we're doing practical effects so much better than CGI. Well, yeah, it can be better than CGI, but it can, like you said, but yeah, anyway, I want to like it. I do, but put the effort in. That's kind of my news at the moment. It's not really, no, these just, see, and then we go Toxic Avenger. See, if you look at Toxic Avenger's face, not that I'm 100% invested in this movie. I've heard good things, but they've put shading. He's not one-dimensional. He's not one color. Yeah, if we go back up here again, you'll see like this guy's kind of one-dimensional. There's a little bit of shading here and there, it looks like, but yeah, very one-dimensional. And then you look at Toxie, lots of shading, lots of depth. Deathstalker 2. I don't want to linger on Deathstalker too long. But yeah, I think that they could have put a lot more effort into it. And maybe that was just them like accepting they've got that budget and just doing what they can. But yeah, if you got somebody who's creative, you should be making them work for that. 100%. They could have done so much better. Anyway, that's what I had for news today. If that's October 10, that's very close to my birthday. And also, I think there's another movie coming out around that time. I can't remember which movie that was, but it was one that I wanted to go and see. So I think the October month of my birthday, I will probably go and see a couple of movies. And we'll see where we go from there. Let's go back to Roddy Cam. All right, I'll change screens over here. Let's go to, let's just do a quick spot check on the channel. Cool, still 2 live viewers, thank you. Let's go to eBay. Yeah, continue. Yes, verified. Thank you for verifying me, even though I'm right here. Let's go to something I like to call I said something that I like to call
What overpriced stuff is on eBay?
What overpriced stuff is on eBay? Let's go to our desktop screen, back to brightness. There we go. Here we are with our search bar. Retro Toy Princess, why don't you throw me something you want to know how expensive it is being sold on eBay? I can start looking for something now, but why don't you throw something in the chat, or anybody else who's in the chat currently? I know there's at least one other person here live. Why don't you throw me a toy or anything at all, like a movie, something that you think, what's it worth now? And I'll pop it into my handy dandy eBay search bar, and we'll see what it's worth now, if you think it's worth a bit of money. I'm going to try, what can I try? Let's try King Kong toys, because I own one of them. King Kong toy. Oh, I'll do yours first, because you were very quick. Vintage Kenner Star Wars 12-inch Darth Vader, good choice. I have the Boba Fett. I, in fact, had 2 at one stage, but I gave one to a friend who doesn't hang out with me anymore, which I wish I didn't. So let's do a 12-inch. Let's type exactly your wording. Vintage Kenner I'll do without Star Wars 12-inch. Can I do that? 12-inch Darth Vader. Whew, you chose a good one. Oh, can I have this in list form? I don't like it looking like this. I want it to be bigger. Can I do? Yeah, let's do list view. Yes, that's much better. I don't want this on the side either. Can I reduce that? I want to reduce this whole thing. In fact, I want my screen to be zoomed in. Can I make it bigger? Let's summarize, view, page, more tools, inspect, save. I know I can make this bigger. Zoom. Yes. All right, here we are. Let's have a look. Look. Retro Toy Princess. Look, inbox. I guess inbox is, maybe fair enough. I don't know. 1978 Darth Vader 12-inch figurine, mint inbox, complete vintage and original. We don't 100% know that, but you kind of got to check everything. $458.72. And to get it to Australia from the United States, that is from the United States, you are looking at $68.88. But you are in the continental United States, so I think your internal mail is quite cheap, I think. Maybe you can confirm that with me. I don't 100% know. I get the impression that if you buy in the United States, it's fairly cheap, sometimes free. But to Australia, $68.88. I will tell you straight away that when I look at that $458 Darth Vader, and I look at the delivery from the United States, that's cheap for us. Something the size of that Darth Vader would normally be around the $150 mark. There is a 12-inch, so it's 15 as well, Darth Vader, though this could be a bootleg. Can a Star Wars Power? Oh, it's Power of the Force. Didn't know they did that for the Power of the Force. $254.22 with free delivery from the Philippines. Here we go. Here's the money shot. Star Wars Darth Vader, Kenner 1978, 12-inch action figure, AFA graded 80 in box, in a plastic box. You are looking at $3,800 Australian without a pricing for postage, which would be on top. His helmet is turned sideways as well. It's $12.75 shipping here. Wow, that is very, very cheap. But look at this. There you go. Does that make you unhappy? It makes everyone unhappy. What am I asking that for? It makes everyone unhappy to see things worth that much money. Unless you're the one owning it and you want it to be that much. Excuse me. There is a vintage Star Wars Darth Vader toy large action figure, 12-inch, Canon 1978. We don't know if it's real. No lightsaber. The cape's still there. That's $2,483.70 in the US. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. I actually have from early 2000s. I should pull it out one day and show you all. I will pull it out and show you one day. I have a collector's catalog from an actual collecting. You wouldn't call it a syndicate, but they actually price things as per how they're sold. Not on eBay, but just how they're sold in store. And I should show you one day. Yeah. It's even more sad that it's in a plastic case, meaning it's worth less when I break it open and remove it from the box. Would you really remove him from the box, Retro Toy Princess? Would you, or are you just playing games with me? Because I don't think... I'm an inbox collector for the most part. There are some toys I take out of the box, but I'm an inbox collector for the most part. And I think I had that drummed into me from early on when I started realizing that all my toys had been lost or over time or whatever and come out, and that they're worth so much more now. Not that I collect to own things that are worth things, but I also love packaging. I love that. That's the only thing that makes me kind of giddy, is like looking at something as if it's on a store shelf. Does that sort of make sense? I like the look, the memory of seeing on the store shelf. So when Revenge of the Sith came out and they released just that bountiful amount of toys in box, it was like vehicles and animals and sets, and they looked amazing when I would see them in the store. They made me excited. I want to sort of keep going through that excitement by owning things that are still in the box. You would, but I wouldn't buy it mint in box. Yeah, right. remove it and removed already. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. If I wanted something out of the box, I'd buy it out of the box. So I've got a giant K2 SO over there. He's probably one of my largest figurines, like at all. He stands about, you can't see in the image, but he's very tall. He stands maybe, can't see my other hand, maybe about as tall as this box to me. He's very big. But I bought him out of the box. So I buy some vintage stuff to keep mint on card, but mostly I like to open and display. Yeah, I would too, except I just don't have room for glass cabinets in here. If I had also if my wife has the next studio next to mine, if she no longer wanted it, which will never happen, but if she just pulled all the stuff out and went, I don't want that room anymore, you have it, I would probably start showing stuff more. But I don't have the room for it. I would love to figure out some crazy, I don't know, way to display things here where I could pull things, slide things out and slide them back in or something like that, but MacGyver it in a way. But I'm running out of special space here to do that with. There's a $95 one, 175, 12-inch Darth Vader. Some of these look, I don't know if some of these are legit though. I'm just a bit sketched out by some of the way his mask is in this one. He looks squashed down. The helmet looks a bit translucent. The cape looks a bit translucent. I don't know. Maybe they're different ones for different countries. 149.99, 12-inch scale Darth Vader. Not all of these tell you which ones are which. That doesn't look like a 12-inch though. That doesn't look like a 12-inch unless I'm wrong. That looks like a standard size figurine. Hong Kong. So yeah, that was $130, $19.10. That's 12-inch. They want $19.11 for it. But look at the translucent cape. Yeah, so I don't know. Some of these are just shown to be really weird. Like they showed the back of them as the original image. $149.99. See, look, Kenner Star Wars Darth Vader 12-inch series in original sealed box, vintage, 1978 mint. I don't know if you're seeing this one, Retro Toy Princess, but they want 91 Australian dollars for it, which is pretty cheap. And to get it to Australia is 168.56. But if you're saying it's about $12 to $15 to get to you, that's a pretty good price. It says brand new, but it could be a repro. People are reproing everything. You know, I've heard of things being almost identical, obviously, except for age, to the original. So, but there's one for you. In the United States, the seller is 98.5% positive. Look at that. No, this isn't 12-inch, but look. An original Star Wars 1977 vintage Kenner Star Wars Darth Vader. It says 12 back. Oh, it's a 12 back. Yeah, 12 back. On card, a little bit janky, but 1,070 Australian dollars. And to get it to Australia, that's the prices we would normally pay, $134.05. Craziness. Just the card on its own, $252.29. Another card. Oh, that was $30.97. It's pretty cool, but I don't collect just cards anymore. I tried collecting card-backed figurines, and I thought I would feel a surge of happiness. I collected a few of them, mint on card, mostly Return of the Jedi and a couple of Empire Strikes Back ones, because the original Star Wars ones are way too expensive. But I didn't feel anything when I got them. I don't know what it is. That particular toy didn't make me feel anything. I ended up selling them because they were too precious, and I just don't know. Didn't have the feeling that I thought I was going to have. I wanted to be like completely, I don't know, swooning over it, but I just wasn't. I don't know. There you go. So that's that. Let's do King Kong, because I own one of these King Kong figure. King Kong figure. Action figures and accessories. Okay, so these are going to probably show a lot of the newer ones. I might need to narrow down my search. No, these are all newer ones. This is going to suck. Okay, so let's do Peter Jackson's King Kong. Okay, this one's out of the box, $67.19. There's only one, I'm sure. Sorry, I'm going too fast, make you dizzy. King Kong. Oh yeah, I think Kong King of the World. 2005. Well, that's actually pretty cheap. King Kong Movie Maniac 6-scale posable figure. 2005. $45. That's not too bad. And $15.95 for postage. These are not the ones I'm looking for. There we go. That's more like it. All right. 2005 King Kong action play set. Playmates. I didn't own this one, or I don't own this one. I should have bought a bunch of these because, look, it says $10 on it. Continue. Yeah, I do want to continue. Thank you. Yeah, okay. All right, so we've got these. This is the style of figurine I have one of. It's pretty cool, though. Yeah, so they want $90 for this. And I don't know if I saw postage. $15.25 postage. I'm tempted to get back into collecting these Kong, the Eighth Wonder of the World ones. Because look how cool it is. I love this like bottom section here. This is what I'm talking about, loving toys in the packaging. The stink tooth. All these mini figures. My watch keeps trying to get me to stand, but I don't want to stand. Comics, etc. I might flag this one. I'm actually not signed in, so I should probably do this on my phone. But that's pretty good, $90. I don't want to spend $90 on one. Very cool. I love the action pose, how they would pose the figurines inside of the cases. I love the logos, this kind of like map, torn map kind of shape around the outside, snapping jaws and collapsing features. So let's go back. I think we're going to have to type in Eighth Wonder of the World because we're just scrolling too far. We're doom scrolling. Because the one I have used to be worth $70 secondhand. Let's go up and do Eighth Wonder of the World. There's a plain one. But I think that's a miniature one. Because I don't remember seeing this tiny little thing. Yeah, maybe. You don't get the girl with this one. $20.30. So $31.04. Yeah, they are cool. They're really cool. I bought one. Sometimes I just buy one. I think, oh, I'll get around to it, and I end up not getting any more. I should have bought more because at the time I could have afforded it. So they're the ones that are out of the box. Here's another one, $92.51. King Kong, the Eighth Wonder of the World, Vastatosaurus. Well, very blurry photo. It's a bit of a shame, but I see it's all the same. They have all the stuff to tell you. It's got jaw chomping action, collapsing feature. You got all these bugs. You got all the bugs that come out of the water and eat people. Very cool. But yeah, you're looking around $90, $100. I'm trying to find the one that I used to have. There's an eighth. There's a roaring Kong. You press his chest. You get the miniature figurines, which I thought was a cool addition because Kong can pick her up or pick him up. beats his chest. Yeah, look for them. Look for them, Retro Toy Princess. I think that you'd probably have better luck finding them there than we would finding them here. Press chest, Kong roars. You got the back. Yeah, there you go, back. Look how big he is. Roaring Kong. But then again, they're child fingers and child hands. You can join the sets together. You get these little bottom pieces that join together. And they can have action play. I want to find the one I've got. It's a Photodon. I think we did that one already. Yeah, we did that one. That one. I'm surprised I haven't seen the one that I've got. That's a play set. This is cool. Let's just do the wide version. Skull Island playset. See, when I'm saying a display piece, how cool is that? You got like the ruins, the bits of wood and stuff sticking out. You got the like slime and the jungly pieces going down to the water, and you got all your little miniature pieces. They can join together. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, very cool. I just love it. I love play sets. I just don't have the room for them anymore, but these are really awesome. So shaking log bridge, which is which parts? One of these parts is a shaking log bridge. Swinging crane and more, and you got like that I don't know, the sacrifice thing that she gets put on, or the bridge or whatever that is there. The native. Oh, yeah, he can swing off of the rope. So cool. But look at the price, $439.95. Such a beautiful piece. I would wish I had the room to, and the money to be able to afford more of these. Just because they look beautiful. They're like, literally like a painting. But except on the inside, you've got a toy set that you know is in there, brand new, never been opened. Well, this say sealed. Yeah, sealed. You'd want it to be sealed for that much money. See, I could just go on and on and on and on about Kong. Is that a new one? I don't think I've seen this one before. Kong versus Piranodon. Power Punch Kong and Snapping Piranha Madonna. Piranha Madonna. Piranodon. I just love this image of Kong with the scars in the corner. Really cool. What's the back like? Kong versus Juvenile V-Rex. That's what I've got. I've got the V-Rex, where he breaks his jaws open. Kong versus Venatosaurus and Gripping Kong. And then you've got this versus Piranodon, which is like a giant piranha with an eel-like tail. $74 and 80 cents. And doesn't tell you shipping. Oh, postage to Australia, $102. It's kind of ridiculous how much we have to pay in Australia to get things from the United States. We kind of have to pay a bit as well to send things to the States. We've done it before with pen pals for our kids and stuff, but nowhere near as much as the United States charges to send to us. Roaring Bull V-Rex. This is cool, but look at the price. US, $483.99. Australia, $740.05. I mean, it's cool, but it's not $740.05 cool. And look what they originally sold for, $17.99 reduced to $15.28. But now it's like $7.40 Australian. Press button for raw. So cool. So cool. What's the back like? Oh, I think, is that actually even out of the box? No, it's not. Yeah, the back of it. Razor sharp jaws, really bite. V-Rex really eats victims. Real bone crunching sounds from his stomach. It's just so cool. I wanted to have the juvenile V-Rex. Do I have to type it to get to it? Can we just show one? Because that's what I own. Oh, yeah, this is a cool one too. Yeah, $54.99 US, $84.08 Australian. This is the creatures, you know, like the slime swamp creatures. Like the flying bugs and stuff like that. 3 creatures, 3 features. Show on the back, there we go. So you get the Cellosomexes. Includes 3 victims. You've got a Scorpiopede. And you've got the, whatever that is. I don't know why is it not telling me his name? Cruncher, Arena. Claws. Arachnoclaws. I don't know. Whatever those slime creatures were. Very, very cool. The creep, that they were creepy as well. All right, cool. So we've done quite a lot of Kong. I really want to show you V-Rex that I am, but I don't see one. Last time I saw it a couple of years ago, it was $70 for an in-box one, but I can't seem to find one. It's still in box. Interesting. Page 2. Yeah, not winning. It'll turn up one day. 114, that's the juvenile V-Rex. 114 for it out of the box. Maybe it's become rare. Wouldn't that be lucky for me? Yeah, I'm not seeing one. I might type in, before I make myself dizzy, juvenile V-Rex. Oh, there you go. So it's gone up in price. $100.84. This is the one that I own. This is before postage. So you got Kong, which is good because I wanted Kong. I wanted to have the actual character of Kong. Spring-loaded mouth. So you can rip his jaws open. And you've got whatever that character's name was. I can't remember now. Yeah, it doesn't tell you everything. Open, close. Is that Anne? Was that her name? Yeah, it's covering it up. Can't see it. Anne Darrow. Yeah, there you go. Anne Darrow. So cool. All right, let's do one more, and then we're going to do toy talk, and then we're going to leave it at that for tonight. There's another juvenile V-Rex, 166 Australian, 218 Australian, 126 Australian, 100 Australian. Yeah, very expensive. Very expensive. Toys are very expensive. Yeah. So I think when you see, oh, that was a bad way of doing V-Rex. When you do see things you love in stores, I think the advice I would normally give myself now is that if I want it, I should just get it now. Because if it becomes hard to find, I'm going to kick myself. Like I did with the Stuntman Mike figurine through NECA for Death Proof, which hundreds of dollars now and really hard to find. And I could have bought it for $20 if I just fronted up the money. You know, at the time when I thought, well, that's cool. You don't see that every day. Better buy that. Now I'll get it next time. And then that's it. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Ridiculous. What else could I do? What else could I do? Let's do, what figure could I do? Oh, I'll show you one that I collected the comics for. Let's see if it brings anything up. Spider Jerusalem. figure. You'll probably not know this character unless you've read the Transmetropolitan comics. Okay, so I own this exact figure. I did take this out of the packet. That's the packet. I don't have the packet anymore. It wasn't a very super amazing looking packet, like a backing board. I wish it was better. But yeah, I did have this, took it out of the backing board and the packet, and I now have this guy, Spy Jerusalem, and his two-headed cat. Though my dog, when I had my dog years ago, did chew it and left some chew marks in it. Not very many, just little ones. And it broke apart. I had to join it back together. But I do own both of these on a shelf right in front of me, actually. Right in front of me right here. If I can pick him up. Spider Jerusalem, flipping the bird. Let's go to Roddy Cam. Spider Jerusalem, flipping the bird. Come on, you can focus, Roddy. You can see a couple of little chew marks. See on his chest there? Got a few little chew marks. Flipping the bird, holding his multi-dial gun. There's a few chew marks. But rare figure now. If we go back to desktop screen. Out of the box with the case, $110. Oh, here's one. That's actually pretty cheap. There's one in the case. Oh, I want to like that one. $75 is pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap, but toys are expensive. Go back up there, Spider. There was a statue they made of him sitting on the toilet with his laptop, and I really wanted that, but that's like thousands now. But this is the one I would like to own again in packet. Spider Jerusalem from Transmetropolitan. By the way, I would highly recommend Transmetropolitan as a comic book. I think from memory it's 60 comics to make the complete set. It's a cyberpunk kind of future. Derek Robertson and Warwick. Oh, what's his name? Warren Ellis and Derek Robertson. I think I lost his laptop though. That's something I definitely don't have anymore. Oh no, that's a different one. That's right. That's the one I wanted. I wanted the one with the laptop. He's not giving the finger. He couldn't even hold the laptop anyway with the way his arms are spaced out. This is why I didn't really love the way they did these figures. You couldn't sit him down and have him typing his laptop because you can't twist his hands around. But yeah, this is the other one. But yeah, $75.67. I will try and keep my eye open on some of these because there are some I definitely want. They came out of a set of figurines that were just singles. So if you look at this one, you get you can do Alfred E. Newman, Spy versus Spy, Preacher. There was one for Preacher, one for Wonder Woman, one for Plastic Man randomly. Death had her own, Sandman and Starman. But yeah, he just got that. That was the only one. Two separate figurines. So one where he's flipping the bird and one where he's got his computer. That's the flipping the bird one. That's actually even cheaper. Yeah, you get the two-headed cat that smokes. It's a smoking two-headed cat. And then him with his gun. He's like the gun that he shoots at people to make them shit themselves. And his middle finger. So it's very ironic. He was based on, amongst other things, he was based on, I just about said his name too. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. He was based on, I was literally just about to say his name and it left my mind. Hunter S. Thompson. He was based on Hunter S. Thompson, but in the future. He's a journalist that wants the truth, and he'll go to any means to get the truth out of dirty politicians and who's running the country and who's trying to, cover up conspiracies and things like that. It's a really, really, really good comic book. If you're really interested in things that are ironic and funny and sarcastic and gritty and full of swear words, read Transmetropolitan. I've got every comic except for number one. Number one, I didn't start at one. I read someone else's number one, and I think I bought two, and I bought number 3 or 4 onwards. Every month I bought one, and now I'm going back and trying to collect the last 3. So I've only got 1 to go now. Highly, highly recommend Transmetropolitan. to anyone. I'm going to have to go and do another search on these at some stage and bookmark them in my real eBay. Because $70 is pretty good. $60 is pretty good. $89 delivery is not good. United States, it's not good. United States, please don't do that. Please keep it cheaper. Cheaper. All right, I think we're going to get out of here. There's one thing I was going to show you. We're going to go to, I don't want to see any of that. Goodness gracious me. Let's get out of here, back to Roddy Cam. I'm going to do Toy Talk. And then we're going to close off for the evening. Let's do a quick spot check of the channel. I have no idea for the last however long how many people are on board. Still 2 live viewers. Thank you for sticking with me tonight. Not too sure who the other viewer is. I wonder if Mr. Mark McBride's there, or maybe You Want Balloons is there, or no, I think he's probably sleeping, or somebody else. But we've had Retro Toy Princess as my wing person. I want to say wingman because it's a word, but no, I'm going to call you my wing person. That sounds so weird to say. Let's do Toy Talk. Toy Talk. All right. Did you guess the movie that was playing? It switched off in the background now, so I can't play it anymore. Did you guess what movie it was? Did you guess? Because I have to tell you at the end of the night. I have to tell you. That's the rule. I have to tell you. I'll tell you at the end. All right, so on Toy Talk tonight, I'm just going to show you this. Not too keen to show you the main company that it comes from. Just going to keep that under wraps for now. But this is a fake Lego brick set. And I love what this comes from. I'm a huge fan of Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior. And yeah, he's sort of a fan of number 3. Number 3 is okay, I guess. It's fun, but it's not really high on my list. But this is a brick set. But look at the brick set. I have to do this in front of it. Look at this, the Interceptor. It's a brick set of the Interceptor. And when I found it, I was like, cool. And I thought it was going to be, like it always is, the Interceptor from the first movie. I was like, it's okay. It's just a brick set. I didn't pay a whole lot for it. Not fantastic by any means. Like the Lego bricks they're using for the windows are not fantastic. But I don't really care about that because I'm not going to build it. It is a display piece. If I can even find room amongst my Mad Max stuff to actually display it. But I just wanted it because it was a Mad Max piece. But then I was even happier to discover when I turned it round. See, it says last V8 Interceptor plastic brick set. When I turn it round and look at the back, I want you to see which Interceptor it actually is. Can we go, which way are we facing? Yeah, Roddy, that's a really weird way of showing you. But look, Roddy, look, it's the Road Warrior Interceptor. The back of this, can I do this? There we go. Back of this has the fuel tanks. And they could have chucked a tire on the back there. It needs an extra tire floating on the back. But it is the Road Warrior Interceptor. The front looks like the normal Interceptor, but when you turn it around, it is the Road Warrior Interceptor with the fuel tanks. That makes me so happy because when you're collecting Mad Max things, the more harder things to find, my English language, the more harder things to find are the Road Warrior Interceptors, the one with the fuel tanks. You tend to find a lot of original Mad Max cars of all sizes and shapes and, dusty, not dusty. But you hardly ever find anything to do with the Road Warrior Interceptor where it has the tanks. That's like one of those things that becomes really frustrating because it's hard to find. This is not the best Lego looking model. It is in fact not very curvy like a Falcon would be, an XB Falcon coupe would be, but it's got some good looking parts to it. And really this is just a display piece. So very, very stoked to have this. I don't know whether to display the front or the back because the back looks so cool with the tanks. It's not coming out of the packet. If I can get a second one, I'll take it out and build it. But I'm not really inclined to do that at this point in time. So just wanted to show you, wrong way. I wanted to show you this. Yeah. Don't collect a lot of Lego. That's a whole wormhole I'm not prepared to go down. Things will just stay packed up forever if I start buying Lego. But if it's Mad Max related or something very particular to me, I will. So yeah, that's my Toy Talk. It's just a generic company making these. But cool enough to actually get. So there you go. Welcome to the Interceptor. And that is just, hang on, let's bring it the right way around. That is so cool. Like, that is so cool that it has the tanks. Tanks a lot. All right, so that's that. That's all I want to show you for Toy Talk. I don't think I have anything left to discuss. It is literally just past 4 in the morning. I need to stop. Not because I don't want to hang out with you guys anymore. I actually have no idea what time I've been going for. I don't know why YouTube doesn't tell me how long I've been streaming for. It's fairly... Maybe I need to look myself up. Can I go to... Let's just do... Dooom. I need to turn this volume back so I don't want to hear myself. Really? I can't find myself on here. I find myself on my phone so easily. Back when they started doing Star Wars, oh yeah, I've avoided Lego for that reason as well, yeah. Look, I do like Lego, and I would love to start collecting Lego, but it's a wormhole. Back when they started doing Star Wars, had to make the decision, and I do not regret it, yeah. Oh, 2 hours on your screen. Oh, cool. I'm trying to find it. Usually I find it straight away, but for some reason, it is not showing. If I put 3 zeros. There we go. There we go. I've turned it down. By the way, did you like the thumbnail? Did you like it? Did you like the thumbnail? I like the thumbnail. I think look, none of them really look 100% like me. I just mess around with it and add extra things and take away things, and I'm liking my thumbnails at the moment. They're a little bit odd looking, but I'm liking it. So what are we at now? Yeah, 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm surprised. 11 minutes, 12 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. All right, let me close that because I don't want to look at myself while I'm looking at myself. That's very odd. All right. I think let's just do a quick double check of everything. Oh yeah, I was going to do, we did Inner Space. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm actually quite proud of that thumbnail. My thumbnails are getting interesting. I try to make them more interesting now. I have to put the effort in. I wanted to show you this Coca-Cola, these Coca-Cola things. Just reduce that one. See these Coca-Cola packets? They've been selling them at our local Coles. Randomly, I don't know why suddenly Star Wars is back on the shelves. This is a limited edition Star Wars Coca-Cola Classics 24 can pack, and the other one is, I don't know if I can zoom in or not. Can I zoom in? No? Why is it not moving? What is happening right now? There's that one, and oh, there we go. And then this one. So, and they come with the images on the can. So they're kind of like collectibles. So it was 2 for $26 or 1 for $13.70. They reduced them briefly for some reason, and I picked up. Oh, I was thinking that's cool, and I picked one up. Hang on. No, I dropped something on it and kind of creased up the packet. So let me just go back to Roddy. Let's go back to Roddy, move my microphone forward just a little bit. So I picked up, they have these cans. Now, some people that watch might think, why? Why would you bother? Well, A, I don't mind Coca-Cola. Not my favorite drink in the world, but I don't mind it. But look, you could either not drink it and just collect them, which is not something I would do. I'm going to drink each one of these. Carefully, I'm going to crack them just a little bit. I'm going to drink them, I'm going to clean them, and I'm going to stack them up somewhere. I don't know where. And keep just the cans, because I think they look cool. So that's one side. Then you've got the topper, which is a bit creased because I dropped something on it the other day. I creased it up. So cool. I mean, cool to keep it, but I don't want to hold on to 10 undrunken cans. I kept a Cocoa Puffs packet that had the lightsaber spoon on it. I've got the lightsaber spoon as well, but I put that in a frame. No, dropped the frame and smashed the glass. I've never re-glassed it. I should probably do that. So I've still got a breakfast packet inside of a frame, but I wouldn't have kept the breakfast cereal. And not much on the ends. I don't think there's anything on the bottom either. Yeah. You think they're cool? They remind you of episode 1, yeah. When you ran around town trying to find all the Padme Amidala's to make a Padme Amidala wall. Yeah. That's right. Episode 1. Actually, episode 1. Yeah, episode 1. Movie 1. Episode 1. Yeah, they did a lot of that stuff early on. I really loved all that as well. And I miss right now, it feels like I really, really miss seeing in stores, seeing the amount of merchandise. Feels like it's less and less and less and less. And then it's like the stuff they do release is kind of crap plastic. Like some of the toys I got for Mandalorian that were in the boxes, I thought they were cool. And then I found one on the shelf. I bought them. And then I found one on the shelf that had been ripped open by a kid. And I picked it up. And I'm like, oh my God, it's the cheapest plastic. The legs don't move. Only the arms move. It's so disappointing. Anyway, so I am going to crack one of these open at some point. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm not going to do it right now. But I just want to show you, I picked this up. It was a couple of weeks ago. And I've just been meaning to get around to showing you guys. I'm going to try to keep these as clean as possible and drink them. Going to crack it just a little bit. Try to drink out of a tiny hole out of the top. Wash it out, rinse it, dry it, and just stack them somewhere. You ask me where I'm going to stack them. I'm going to tell you I've got no idea because I've got no room in here. All right. I think we're good now. I think we've covered most things. Still enjoying my fireplace. The heat is warmed up now, but I am wearing an hoodie, so the hoodie is keeping me quite warm. Oh, my little baby Grogu's. Grogu and Yoda. Who's looking forward to Spaceballs 2? I'm looking forward to Spaceballs 2. Yeah, the series that actually made me excited. Yes, episode 1, episode 2. Revenge of the Sith. That was exciting. Going to Kmart and wondering how many shelves were packed with toys. And they were packed. And it was because that line of toys had so many things. Spaceships and animals and creatures and vehicles and like multi-packs and trooper packs and different variants, like spaceships and all that stuff. It's so cool. And to this day, except for original Star Wars trilogy, I can't think of any other Star Wars series that actually had that many vehicles available. That got me so excited every time I went to Kmart. I used to just go to Kmart to just walk around and look at them all. Bought a few. I bought an Anakin Starfighter, had it for ages, put it back in the box and sold it, and then instantly regretted it. I wish I'd never done it. All right, we've done everything. We've done Let's Get Physical Media. We've done the news. We didn't do beers, but that's okay. We've done what overpriced stuff is on eBay. And we've had general chit chat. So I think it's about time for me to say goodnight. So thank you very much to the people that have been here tonight, Retro Toy Princess and the mystery viewer. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. It's very late in the evening for some of us in Australia. I'm not too sure what time it is over there with you. Retro Toy Princess, but thank you so much for jumping on. I hope it has been vaguely entertaining, and I appreciate the chit chat back and forth. That really makes my day and night. So thank you so much for that. Having someone to have a chat to is what this channel is all about. The more the better. If you guys like what I do, if you know someone who likes what I do, if you're prepared to share some information across the world, please consider subscribing. Small, 11:23 a.m. That's early. Small gesture from you as a viewer, and a giant response for me as a small content creator with a small subscriber base. A like, a dislike even, don't mind if you thumbs down if you don't like it. Just tell me that by disliking. Comment. Tell me things about what you like about the video, or things that you think are interesting about yourselves that I can talk about. And share. If you can share with someone that you know that likes this kind of content, I would be forever grateful. To my live crew, specifically Retro Toy Princess, thank you so very much. I am very grateful for you to be here. Always good to see you here. 11:23 a.m. where you are. It's like not even lunchtime yet. Hope you got a nice lunch planned. And to my replay crew, love the replay crew. I almost would guarantee that Retro Toy Princess may replay crew this anyway, or one of the other ones later on, because she always calls out replay crew. So whatever you do, have a good day. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey on YouTube, and we'll see you on the next video. I've got some things coming. You might see me on Kick. If anyone's on Kick, I might go over there because the monetization seems a bit better. We'll see what happens. I won't leave YouTube though, so don't panic. Please don't panic. BZ in the Neon Doom room. Roddy also would like to say good night and have a good night. And don't forget to paint your peaches and pickle your pears. You probably will. You got a ton of stuff to film this week. Yeah, film away. Don't put me on your radar unless you're bored and you want to listen. I do this all week. I listen to people on my headphones. I put an earbud in and I listen. Or if I'm driving in the car, I put my phone on the dash. I don't look at it. I put my phone on the dash, put it through speakers while I'm driving. So do what you got to do. If you're too busy to listen, that's fine. I appreciate you being here tonight. Thanks, guys, very much. Replay crew, we'll see you on the replay. Leave your comments below. If you've got any ideas for me, leave them in the comments below. If you would like to send me a photo of your toy or movie collection, I would love to show that on my stream. Please go ahead and let me know. You can either shoot me a message through Instagram or you can email neondoomroom@gmail.com. I'll try to make sure I check that more regularly and shoot some photos across to it. Okay? So thank you very much for your time, guys. Have a good one, and we'll see you on the next Doom vlog. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Love ya. Leave ya. Say goodnight to the dogs for me. Bye-bye. Boop, 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 boop. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?